Happy 4th of July to everybody. Except for Dorf. Everyone saw that coming, including Dorf. I've had to start this video over twice. You don't need to know why. Malt liquor. So I'm doing the traditional get out of town for 4th of July. So Aquila gets to miss out on the worst of the experience. So last night, there were some bangs and explosions. It wasn't too bad. Tonight's going to be crazy, so we've got to appear and get out of it. And then tomorrow night will probably be mildly crazy. We'll be back in town. But hopefully he'll be calm and tired. And it'll make him anxious no matter what, but at least he'll be a little bit more... He'll fall asleep faster. So, traditional stuff. I'm going to be smoking my pipe. Got my shortwave radio. It's not my good one. I decided to leave the good one behind. I'm a little frustrated with the antenna, and so a couple nights ago I bought a new telescoping antenna and an antenna that I believe will plug into an outside antenna jack and then into a 25-30 foot cable, antenna cable, that you could then wind up and retract, and that should take my shortwave radio game up a notch. So hopefully both antennas will work. And I bought a wig, so you know you're going to see that wig. Actually, there's like 6 or 7 videos on this camera. This camera won't attach to my laptop for some reason. It won't connect. I don't know if it's getting old or I need to clean the USB port with alcohol or something. My stomach's a little upset. Oh, so hold on a second. Let me take a drink. Got some books. Cowboy book. I've read it like 3 or 4 times. I love it. How to Practice, Dalai Lama. The Book of Awakening, which I got off the shelf for Wiccan. The Wiccan shelf for religion or lifestyle. Religion. But there's no mention of Wicca in the book, except for, in my mind, all the daily rituals it's talking about and daily meditations. It's very, very Wiccan. I think I should open the very first Buddhist Wiccan church. Like, Buddhism is a lifestyle. Wicca is a religion. I should combine the two. So this is my 4th of July ritual. Mostly it's for the dog. I really enjoy it. I kind of enjoy this spot right here. I've been here a couple times. I've never found anyone here before. About a quarter mile that way is the Sandy River. It's not too far of a walk. It's kind of an enjoyable walk. It's always a little disconcerting because there's no trails to the river. So walking a quarter mile one way and then walking a quarter mile back the other way, there's always this sense of like, have I missed my campsite? But I normally hit about right. Like, I pay attention. I'm trying to do a good job. I was in line at an outdoor store. I was getting what was I getting? Application for a deer tag, I think. Now I was listening to these people talk about traveling in the woods, and one guy's like, oh, I go out with little bits of tape that I tape around branches, and I follow the tape back to my vehicle. And the guy's like, well, that's one way to do it. And I was thinking to myself, that's a terrible way to do it. But, fuck. We all got to start some way. I guess we got to start in a way that makes us comfortable. And that made him comfortable. So, like, I don't know. I actually have found people lost in the woods before. And by lost, I mean, like, literally on a trail, unsure of where they are. I'm like, well, you're on the same trail you've been on all day. You follow it up, and you follow it back to your car. Though you may have panicked a little bit, but you still got to walk back to your car. Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes what's going on with people. I think there's this thing about being mentally healthy. I think 17% of people in United States count as mentally healthy. 17%. So the people I met that were lost just probably blew a circuit, and just like they got turned around, they stopped paying attention, and then they lost confidence in the choices they were making, and then they panicked. So I guess the last thing I want to talk about in my 4th of July extravaganza is I may be an illegal alien. The rumor has it that my family came here, the first male member of my family, came here working on a ship. Don't know what kind of ship. Left it at port, like got leave, went into town, and just kept going, headed west. With the proverbial $12 in his pocket. And I think settled more than halfway across, had children who moved a little bit further, who had children that then moved to the West Coast. So I believe the vast majority of my family is all on the West Coast now. Though I assume my heritage is Norwegian. And you'd think I would know. There's people with my last name in Norway. There's even more people with my last name in Ireland. In Ireland, I was seeing my last name on gravestones all over the place. So there's a good chance I'm Irish. Maybe I should do that genetics thing. You know what I should really do is... I was going to say, my family is not known for money, is not known for working the land. My family is actually, come to think of it, is mostly laborers, people who have lots of children, and almost universal military service, which is kind of interesting. But what I was thinking about, like, I'm not going to have children. I've never wanted children. Neither my brother or my sister do. Other of my father's brothers have, so like I'm not worried. I could give two shits about my family name. Though I do think about legacy. It'd be nice to leave something behind that represented me in some way, which I imagine would be some kind of business. Maybe that could be me working towards my retirement, is working towards a business that could be operating and successful and continue to operate long after I'm gone. You know what I would really like to do is provide people with really nice low-income housing. But like, I'm not talking about like high density, like a hive. I'm talking about low density, a low density hive. Can you imagine like tiny little 1-bedroom apartments, like these micro apartments on like a large amount of land? I don't know, something like that. I had some other ideas of how to bring that about, but they might be all just fantasy. Anyway, that's what I think about. What will be left behind when I'm gone? It'd be better. It'd be better to have something like that, something you leave behind that functions and improves people's lives. Especially like if your dream was never to have children. And I don't believe you should go through life without leaving anything behind. Like that, I don't believe that at all. I don't even want, not even a good reputation necessarily. You know, like I don't like, oh, he was a good guy. Fuck. So what? There should be more to it than that. All right. Happy 4th of July to everybody except for Dorf. Fuck you, Dorf, and I mean it.